grade 5. Let's start food relationship. Okay. First, food is the main source of energy. Without food, we can't play, we can't study, we can't go to the school, right? So, food is the main source of energy for all living organisms. Living organisms compete with each other or fight each other to obtain food. The main source of food on earth is plants. Plants make their own food by photosynthesis process. We have organisms directly consume plants or directly eat plants or indirectly. How, for example, rabbit eat carrot, so rabbit directly consuming plants. Another example, lion eat rabbit, so lion indirectly consuming plant because a lion will eat a rabbit and this rabbit eat plants or eat carrot. Okay. Plant called autotrophic and producer. Why? Because plants make their own food. So plant called autotrophic and producer because it make its own food. Okay. How it make it? We said that by photosynthesis process. It take the light energy from the sun, carbon dioxide from the air, and water, minerals, and some salt from the soil, and it will make its own food and give us oxygen. Okay. Animals called consumer. Okay. We have two types of animal. Herbivorous, where animal feed on plants, or carnivorous, where animal feed on another animal. Okay. Start food relationship. We have three types: predation, symbiosis, and saprophytism. Okay, let's start with predation.
In every ecosystem, living things are linked by the food they eat and the energy they get from the food. These links taken together make up the food web. Food chains within these webs often involve predator and prey relationships. The grass.
Okay, let's start. Predation in animal. Okay, this is a predation in animal where we have a predator which will get benefit or will eat its food and a prey that will die. Okay. The predation in animal have many photos here: cat and mouse, spider and butterfly, fox, whatever. Okay, so what is the predation in animal? It's a temporary food relationship among living organisms where one living organism devours another one. So why it's temporary? Because the devoured animal will eat or will die. Okay, so why predation animal is temporary food relationship? Because the prey will die. Okay, we have here a predator, the animal which devours another animal, like lion, tigers, owl. Prey, it's the devoured animal, deer, rabbits, rats. Okay. We have also predation in plants. It's a special case. These plants called insectivorous or insect eaters plants, where plants prey on tiny animals such as insects, where some plants perform photosynthesis to make carbohydrates only, but they can't absorb other compounds from the soil to make proteins. Okay, so there is a plant can absorb some material from the soil to make its food, so it feed on the insects to help it to make its own food. Okay, like what? Like Dionea and Drosera. Okay, so Dionea and Doricera, insectivorous plant, which can't make proteins, so it need something to give her nitrogen to make the protein. So it will feed on insects or tiny animals. Okay? This is Doricera and Dionea. Okay.
5 years ago, no, sorry, millions of years ago, a number of plants went through a remarkable adaptation. These photosynthetic plants live in nutrition-poor environments, often lacking in sufficient nitrogen, and so they evolved the capacity to supplement their diets by trapping and eating animal flesh. Like my mom used to say, if you need calcium, eat a milkman. Yep. That's what she said. Perhaps the most well-known of these carnivorous plants is the Venus flytrap. Its leaves are divided into 2 lobes hinged along a midrib. Small trigger hairs on each lobe are extremely sensitive to touch. When these hairs are bent, ion channels at the base of the hairs open. This generates an electrochemical signal, which then changes cells in the midrib and allow the lobes, which are held under tension, to snap shut. It is truly as if we are watching the subtle gears tick of nature's exquisite clock. Why did you bleep that? I said clock. You're making it sound like I'm saying cock. Oh, okay. The leaves shut in 2 phases. At first, the closure is...
Okay. Some ways of self-defense against predation. Some prey can make self-defense to escape from the predator. How? We have chameleon, frog, butterfly. Some animals do camouflage. So what is the camouflage? Let's see. Okay, you saw the chameleon changed its color according to the around environment. This is a camouflage. There is another way, which is mimicry, that used to escape from danger as a self-defense, where some bees looks like wasps in forming lines on their bodies to frighten their enemies. Okay, so we have 2 way of self-defense, which is camouflage, where some frogs, chameleon, butterfly make or change its color according to the environment. And the second way is mimicry, where some bees look like wasps to frighten their enemy. In a camouflage, they escape from enemy, while here in mimicry, they frighten their enemy. Okay? Okay. Camouflage phenomena by which a living organism can change its color to simulate the colors of the environment according to the surrounding environment where it lived to hide or escape from enemy. Okay? Like a chameleon. While in mimicry, a phenomena by which harmless living organisms like bees imitate other kind of harmful like wasps or poisonous living organisms to frighten their enemy. Okay? Okay. Let's continue. We have second type of food relationship, which is symbiosis. It's a common food relationship between 2 different types of living organisms. We have 3 types: mutualism, parasitism, and commensalism. Mutualism. It's a food relationship between 2 living organisms where both benefit from each other. How? Here we have example. You have to study it well. Nodular bacteria and beans or leguminous plants. Okay? Here, bacteria will fix in nitrogen or it changes the nitrogen into inorganic form to give it to the plant. This plant can take the nitrogen from the soil. So bacteria give the nitrogen in an organic form to the plant. And then the plant will make food and give some food to the bacteria. Okay? So here bacteria get benefit and the plant get benefit. Right or not? Okay. So again, we here in mutualism, we have two living organisms, both get benefit or both benefit from each other. Like what? Like nodular bacteria and leguminous plants or beans, where bacteria fix in nitrogen in an organic form to provide the plant with it. Bacteria benefit from the sugar or food which are made by plants during photosynthesis. Okay? Again, so bacteria give nitrogen to the plant and the plant make their own food and give some to the bacteria. Okay? Okay, this is a mutualism. Another photo. Here is the root of a pea plant which will get benefit and nodular bacteria live on it. Okay, commensalism, food relationship between two living organisms where one of them benefit or one of them will eat and the other will not get benefit nor harmed. One get benefit and the other not get benefit nor harmed. No harm, no benefit. Like what? Like tiny aquatic organisms and the sponges. The sponges will found in seas, okay? And the small, tiny aquatic organisms like small fishes or shrimps, whatever, okay? Okay, the remaining of the food come from whales, shark, go inside the holes of this sponge, okay? So this tiny organism go to this sponge, eat the remaining of the food and take the sponge as home. And take the sponge as home. So we said that tiny aquatic organisms get shelter and food from the canals and the fissures of the sponge, which neither get benefit nor get harmed. The sponge here has no benefit, and also the tiny aquatic do no harm to it. Okay, so it is a commensalism. What is the parasitism? Food relationship. Two different living organisms. One get benefit and the other get harmed. Here, there is living organism will harmed. Okay? Okay. The one that get benefit called parasite. The one get benefit called parasite. And the one will harm it called host. Okay? Okay, we have two types of parasitism, external and internal. Let's see. External, like mosquito, bug, Jolis lamprey, okay? They didn't enter the body of the living organism. Okay, external parasitism. Parasite live externally on the host's body and feed by sucking its blood. Okay, like the mosquito. The mosquito stand on our skin and suck our blood. Okay, not enter our body. Okay, okay. Internal parasite. This parasite will live inside the host body and share with the host digested food or feed on a tissue and the cells of the body of the host. Okay, so we have external and internal. External live outside the body and suck blood, and the internal live inside the body and share in food or feed on the tissue and the cell. Okay, examples: external parasitism like mosquito, bug, Jowle's lamprey, suckfish blood. Okay, okay. Internal parasitism like tapeworm in the human intestine, scaris inside human intestine, bilharzia worm inside human blood. Okay, okay. What is the parasite or internal parasite do? Filaria worm causes elephantiasis, so it make harm to the host. Okay, mosquito, some type of mosquito cause malaria. Fleas cause smallpox disease. Bilharzia cause bilharziasis. Scaris cause anemia. Okay, so give reason here, it's very important. The death of the host is considered a loss to the parasite. Why? Because parasite will lose its source of food and shelter. Okay, so why the death of the host is considered a loss to parasite? Because parasite will lose its source of food and shelter. Okay, okay. The last type, saprophytism. Okay, it's a food relationship among organisms in which saprophytes or decomposers get their food by decomposing food remain oral bodies of a dead organism. Okay, okay. Mushroom, it's a saprophytes. Okay, some types, not what we eat. Okay, okay. This is called saprophyte or decomposer. And it feed on the dead plants. Okay. We have many type: mushroom fungus, penicillium fungus, and breadmood fungus. Thank you, grade 5.